There are people who can manage their time, and there are people who can manage their time and other people's time. That's leverage. You're not just managing yourself, you're managing yourself and other people. Okay, that's the equivalent of like a bicycle. You're riding on a team, on an organization. Depending on how big your organization is, you can compare it to a bicycle or a car, or a sports car or an airplane. Could you imagine the leverage of an airplane where you go so fast? And that's how these millionaires make money. That's their leverage. Right? And then the third level, it comes to a point where what you do is you communicate, like the way I'm communicating to you now. That could really make you $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, $4 million. You become a good communicator because now you sum up all your experiences and a lot of things that you learn, and you get good at communicating what you know. Okay, you're a high-level coach because you're a leader in your industry. The people who make the most money, the fourth level, high up there, is the level of imagination. These are the kind of like those really top people like Stevie Jobs or Elon Musk or like really business builders, or their imagination keeps on working and working and working, creating systems. We have that in our business. I have downlines who have created systems for their own team, and their teams keep on growing because they create systems. You can only build as big as your systems. Your system. You gotta master a system. Create. See what we're doing in ABA. Jason is launching the 2.0 in January. That's a system. We didn't have that before. Now we have it. So the better it gets, the more people will join the organization, and the more people succeeds within the system, the more people gets attracted to the group, to the team, to the system. So the system gets better and better and better. Like I've seen in my different groups in our business, the different leaders who have created the system, they are the ones going up in rank and building big businesses. Okay, because again, a system is one of the biggest leverage you could do. Right now, you are in a system. Later, you can grow so big and so smart that you can create your own system, your coaching system. Like for instance, Jessica have a coaching system. That's a system, and it is duplicatable. Follow Jessica, follow her. She's doing things right. I look at her Facebook, I see the videos of the new people. Okay, so she's teaching people how to shoot videos of themselves and post them. That's the right way of doing it. Because again, like I said earlier, you never grow, you never learn until you experiment. The problem with people why their income would not grow big is because people are kind of addicted to their own routine. You have to get out of your routine. I'm telling you, I do certain tricks on my own self to get myself out of my own routine. I would wake up at 3:30 in the morning for several mornings and change my sleeping hours. Like everybody, at one point I was thinking everybody only have 7 days a week. Now I have so many things I want to do. So I made myself to have 14 days a week. I mean, how do you have 14 days a week? I mean, this is just me, just me talking. But this is how I have 14 days a week. I have 2 days every day. I wake up at 7 in the morning. I would do my praying and my meditation and my studying for the first 2 hours. So 6 o'clock, 6, 7, 8. By 8 o'clock, I'm done. I'm gonna have breakfast. I'm gonna transition to my work mode, mind. I'm gonna continue studying. I'm gonna do my social media. If you use your brain continuously, it gets tired in a few hours. By noon time, my brain is tired from thinking because I'm using imagination. If you're not using your imagination, your brain don't get tired. You can last for a whole day until midnight. But if you're using it by noon time, I'm tired. I'm gonna have my lunch. By 1 o'clock, I really am exhausted. I'm gonna sleep again. I'm gonna take a nap. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, for another hour and a half. When I wake up at 3 o'clock, it's like morning again. I'm so fresh. I can go another day until midnight. But you have to conserve your energy. For instance, why did Jesus says, "Fear not what you shall eat, what you shall drink, for this is what the Gentiles are looking for"? Look at the birds of the air. They neither toil nor work, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Okay? My point is, don't be afraid of anything. Don't be afraid of the future. That's what Jesus says. You know why? Every time you fear, every time you're afraid, you leak energy. You're wasting energy over nothing. And you got to understand the difference between fear and anxiety. Fear is there's a present threat that you are afraid. Like if there's a snake inside the house, that's a clear and present danger. That's fear. When there is no present threat for today, that's not fear. That's anxiety. Anxiety over the future. And Jesus said, don't worry about it. Just like take care of the day. Because when you have anxiety over the future, you're leaking out a lot of energy. You cannot think. You cannot be imaginative. I was talking about, remember those different levels?